Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is my first ever live com video, so forgive me if it's terrible. But let's get right into our off season. Retired players. Curtis Martin is done at age 33 with an 87 overall. Darren Hunter, 41 years old, he's done. Rod Smith, Troy Brown, Pro Bowl season and retires. Kwame Lassiter, free safety, retires. Jeff Fiegels, Marvcus Patton, 39-year-old middle linebacker. Marshall Falk is retiring. Robert Griff retiring. Jeff Garcia retiring. Jason Sehorn. John Lynch with a 79 overall. Frank Jack. A lot of big names, especially for the early 2000s and the late 90s players. A lot of great players here that are calling it quits finally in their career. Aronde Gadsden, John Randall. Terrell Davis is done with a 69 overall. Man, he fell off quickly. Wow. But that's it for retirements, guys. Let's go into rookie scouting. There's Marcus Vick from Virginia Tech. We do not need a quarterback, though. We don't need a halfback or a fullback. We'll look at wide receivers after we look at some defensive backs. There's Larry Fitzgerald, projected to go in the first round. Might be able to get a backup tight end this season for Billy Miller. Our offensive line's pretty decent. Let's go and look at cornerback. Projected rounds. Braden Johnson out of Texas. Above average tackling. Hands are average. What we really need is a shutdown corner, and I don't see us getting one in this draft. It just doesn't really look like there's too many first round talents here, which it doesn't say that there is at all. Well, let's see here. Free safety out of Michigan, Ernest Shazer. Let's go take a look at our roster really quick, just to see what we're working with here. Carson Palmer's got a 92 overall now. Hasselbeck drops down to a 70. Larry Johnson up to a 92. Patrick Pass goes up 3 points. Randy Moss stays at 99. Jabbar Gaffney goes down 2. So we'll definitely need number 2 wide receiver this season, I think. I don't see Jabbar Gaffney staying in that number 2 spot. He's declined every single season, except for touchdowns this year. He had one more than last year. But he has not really been a factor for us. Bryant Johnson goes down 4. And Sammy Parker just continues to not improve somehow. He had 5 touchdowns this season, 3 last. But he's a great punt returner. He's got 5 touchdowns on returns. Kushmanzada will be gone. Billy Miller, look at that, up to a 90 overall at the tight end spot. Just a great talent. He's been my for this series so far. Bryant McKinney gets up to a 98. Hutchinson goes to a 94. Olin Kreutz goes to a 99. And Ryan Deem does not go up at all. Wow, Joseph Andruzzi goes down 7 points. My goodness. And our offensive line is pretty good except for that right guard spot. Left end, Corey Redding. We still could use a premier pass rusher here. Will Smith goes up 2 points. And Sam Adams is not going to be on the team next year. He dropped down to a 68, and he only had 4 tackles and 1 sack last season, so he's just not getting anything done for us. And Kendrick Clancy will most likely be gone as well. Lynn Magruder had 2 tackles and 2 sacks. And Randy Starks will be the new starter. 7 tackles, 1 sack last year. Kylie Wong will most likely be gone. Jamie Sharper is starting to decline. DJ Williams goes up to a 78. And Landon Johnson jumps to a 74. Charles Tillman, 84. Antrell Rowe jumps up to a 70 or 80 overall from a 75. And Jamie Henderson loses 2 points, and that is most likely due to that injury. So we will probably look to move Jamie Henderson here because Roniel Whitaker has been a fantastic nickel cornerback for us. Terry Fair is losing speed. We might look to get rid of him. Dante Robinson, Phil Jackson. None of these players really played last season. So we're going to get rid of some cornerbacks here. Mo Sykes goes up 3 points to a 77 overall. Terrence Holt drops to a 74. Sean Taylor still a 99. And Chris Hansen goes down to an 87. Just going to go ahead and release some of these players. Stanford Route, 94 speed. We might keep him, see if he can return some kicks. But Dante Robinson, 1 year left on his contract, but he hasn't done anything for us. I think we're just going to get rid of Terry Fair. As you can see, our team salary is $66.8 million. It was $95. So we definitely have some big players to re-sign. Might look to get Kerry Rhodes some playing time. Remember, he was Mr. Irrelevant last season. TJ Hushman-Zada. Get rid of him. And see if we can't trade some players here. We do not have a first round pick apparently. I forgot I traded that away. So let's go ahead and try to get one back. See if we can trade Jabbar Gaffney to somebody for a first round pick. I know it's very unlikely. Oh, we will probably have to get... Let's see. Let's go after the Bengals here. Let's see if we can't trade up. I don't want to get rid of a second and a third rounder. Well, we don't really need a first round pick because there's not a whole lot of first round talent anywhere that I saw. See if we can get a younger receiver, possibly with some more speed. Dante Stallworth is 26, same overall. Man, Torrey Holt, 30 years old, still has a 93 speed. Steve Smith, 90 speed. Javon Walker. Sonoris Moss has a 94 speed, 77 overall. Accept that trade outright. That's crazy. And we can get a third round draft pick. And let's see. Sixth round draft pick. I think that's a pretty good trade, guys. So we get rid of Jabbar Gaffney. We've got Randy Moss and Sonoris Moss. We have a lot of speed. But we do still need a number 2 receiver with some big. So let's go ahead and take a look and see who else we can snatch up here. Oh, Chad Johnson, 28 years old. And they will accept that trade outright. Oh my goodness. And we can get a 5th round pick and a 6th round pick from the Bengals. Oh, we have to re-sign Johnson first. Oh my. Whoops. Rookie scouting. So we're going to go into rookie scouting and then we'll go ahead and try to trade Bryant Johnson again. Oh, let's see. Stephen Gostkowski in there at kicker. Projected 3rd or 4th round. Man, there's just no safety help here. This is crazy. So it doesn't look like we're going to be able to improve our secondary through the draft at all. So let's go ahead and scout Adam Carricker. Larry Fitzgerald. We'll scout a guard because we do need a right guard. Searching for that number 2 wide receiver. Who is that? Idris Moss from UCLA. It's Troy Williamson, former Minnesota Viking. Hands above average, below average kick return. Alright, we're going to go ahead and scout Harrell. And let's see here. Jermaine Jameson, 6'3", 193, above average run power, great hands, 3rd round pick. I want to try to scout him throughout the whole draft. Jason Boyd out of Oregon State, below average run power but great hands. Scout him. Let's go deeper here. Okay, we can't really go deeper. Josh Hawkins. We do need another kick returner. Now let's see if we can't find a number 2 tight end. No, I do not want a pass blocking tight end. Okay, T. Hatfield with good hands. I'm going to try to find somebody with great hands. I don't care about the blocking, and there's nobody with great hands. So, let's see here. Should we go above average for the blocking and good hands? Yeah, let's scout him. We got 6 more spots left. We have a bunch of picks right now. We still don't have a 1st round pick. Oh, there's Haloti Ngata from Oregon. Great tackling. Let's go ahead and scout him. We don't really need any outside linebackers. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at him anyways. Ricardo Hurley out of South Carolina. We did see him in our Mississippi State Bulldogs dynasty. Great tackling, above average hands. Tony Miller out of Texas. We'll scout him. We're going to have to go deeper here. There's Bobby Carpenter out of Ohio State. Good tackling, average hands. Great above average. Balanced middle linebacker out of Marshall. We'll scout him. And we got 3 more players to scout. Apparently, everybody is like 3rd, 4th round projected talent here. Not sure how that works, but I like it. We don't really need any corners. Yeah, we'll scout Will Blackman here. Let's see. Oh God, bad hands. Terrible kick return, average tackler. Can we get above average? Can we get good on anything here? Good tackling, Alonzo Page. Sure. Above average. Average, good. Amazing kick return for Jake McGuire out of Washington. Man. Is it just me, or is this draft just not very good? Or maybe it's just so balanced that, like, nobody's amazing. You know, like, everybody's just average. Man, this sucks. Let's go to wide receivers here. See if we can scout some more deeper in the draft. Now, we already went all the way through that. Ryan Leonard, fullback out of Rutgers. I don't know if you guys remember him, but he was a beast. So I'm going to go ahead and scout him. We don't need a fullback, but if he's better than Patrick Pass, if we draft him, we will keep him. Might need a new backup here for Carson Palmer. Let's go late round here. Man, 2 quarterbacks out of Virginia Tech. Brian Randall and Marcus Vick. Great arm strength, great accuracy. We'll go ahead and scout him as well. And that will be it for the rookie scouting. Let's go to the scouting combine. Take a look at our targets. Left guard. Amazing at run blocking and pass blocking. Haloti Ngata. He ran a 4.92, weighing 332 pounds. That's pretty impressive. Darnell Glover, tight end out of West Virginia. 4.88. Man, these guys are just slower than dirt. Adam Carter, pretty solid. Brian Randall, not as accurate, so he still has great accuracy and great arm strength, and he runs a 4.73. Tony Miller, balanced outside linebacker out of Texas, does not have great hands, but can catch. He has great tackling. Jermaine Johnson out of Fresno State, the wide receiver. Great hands, runs a 4.56, and he is 6'3", 193. Okay, let's see, Tommy Harrell out of USC, runs a 4.53 as well. He's 6'4", 209, above average hands. Brian Leonard can catch out of the backfield. He runs a 4.53, oh my. Josh Hawkins, the amazing kick returner, runs a 4.5 flat 40. Jason Boyd, Oregon State wide receiver, 6'3", 202, runs a 4.47. And so does Ernest Shazer, free safety out of Michigan, runs a 4.47. All Alonzo Page, 4.43. Larry Fitzgerald runs a 4.29. Oh my. See if we can get him. That would be fantastic. I'm just going to go ahead and scout all these same players just to get as much information out of them as I can. Larry Fitzgerald, surprisingly good vertical leap. He can get up there. Maybe not a speed demon. How? A 4.29 40-yard dash. But he'll burn plenty of guys. Okay. Alonzo Page doesn't have good awareness. Good in pursuit. He's a receiver. Runs a great 40 time and should be good in pursuit. Okay, that makes sense since he is a free safety. Tommy Harrell, good agility. Can't make tough catches. Surprisingly agile, Brian Leonard. He makes his cuts better than most. Hasn't improved his strength, but he's still effective. Okay. Doesn't put fire on the ball, but his arm is good enough. Well, if he's got great arm strength, I'm pretty sure it's great, not good. And he has poor awareness, it looks like, because he can't read the plays. Tony Miller, respectable strength, not the great tackler we hoped, but it still says great tackler. 36 bench reps for Adam Carricker. Wow. And it doesn't look like we're going to be finding a backup tight end for Billy Miller this year. Haloti Ngata bench press 40 times. Jesus. Doesn't have the speed we would expect from a starter. He's a defensive tackle who weighs 332 pounds and runs a 4.92. I think that's good enough. Great strength for Victor McClure. And that is it. So let's go ahead and just scout everybody again. Not the monster we hoped for Victor McClure. Not too many injuries. Glorionata doesn't focus well. Only average acceleration for a guy his size. Occasionally missed blocks. Hasn't improved his subpar agility and cornering. Okay, so I don't think we're drafting Darnell Glover unless there's really no other options. TJ Booker. Strong, pure athlete who rarely gets injured. And that's what we need. We need our stars to actually show up and not get injured. Another one, Brian Randall, rarely gets injured. Fumbles the ball more times than he should. Well, if you're a scrambling quarterback like Brian Randall is, you're obviously going to fumble the ball a little more than somebody like Carson Palmer, who has actually been scrambling quite a bit. Alright, we'll go ahead and get this over with. Let's go re-sign our players. Billy Miller is a holdout right now. Let's see, we only got 1 year left in this dynasty. So I'm going to go ahead and give him one for $4 million. And that is a deal. We'll go ahead and sign Robert Gallery. Chris Carr, you can go away. Kerry Rhodes, you've only been here 1 year. Stanford Route will keep you. Alex Brown has done nothing. He can go away. Get him on a 1 year deal. Lynn Magruder wants $1 million. Kirk Morrison played a little bit for us, so we'll sign him. Jamie Henderson will sign him just so we can try to trade him away. Joseph Andrewsy can go away as well because he dropped 7 points for his overall. I don't really want to sign Matt Hasselbeck right now. We'll see what we have in free agency. Kendrick Clancy can go. Kylie Wong is done. Jamie Sharper, definitely sign him again. Corey Redding, our all-time sack leader. Sign him. Terrence Holt, we'll give him a 1 year deal. And Bryant Johnson, we have to sign him so we can trade him for Chad Johnson. Come on. I'm glad we're trading him. He wants a buttload of money. Okay, we will release the remainder of our players. Salary is shot all the way back up to $87.3 million. Now, before I started this franchise, I did have the salary cap on, but there's a glitch in Madden 03 to, it actually shows that it's on, but it's not. I don't know why, and you can't fix it. And I had already started the franchise, so I'm just gonna try under $100 million to make it somewhat more realistic here. Here we go. We can get a Pro Bowl pass rusher, and that would be fantastic. Jonathan Ruffin. I feel like I know him. What was the name of our punter that we had on our team? I can't even remember, but he wasn't very good. Let's see, quarterbacks. See what David Garrard wants. He wants $2.55 million. Man, we should have just signed Hasselbeck. Well, we still can. We'll come back to it. Halfbacks, obviously we do not need a halfback, nor do we need a fullback. But we do need a wide receiver, and Reggie Wayne is available, folks. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to sign him to a 1 year deal for $4.5 million. And there are no tight ends worth anything. And I do want to try to sign this right guard, because he's definitely an improvement for Ryan Deem, who is not very good. And I don't know if I want to go after Hugh Douglas. He wants a lot of money. Well, we'll just offer him 1 year, $3.5 million. Eddie Freeman, my goodness, 86 overall, 8 sacks as a defensive tackle. That's pretty impressive. We do need a defensive tackle. I'm just going to go after everybody. This is our final year of the franchise. So we're going to go all in. Go Webster, backup middle linebacker. See if we can't get him. LeVar Fisher, Pro Bowl outside linebacker from the Cardinals. And that is the end of day 1 for free agent signing. We did not get Hugh Douglas or Reggie Wayne or Freeman, the defensive tackle, or Nate Webster. Okay. I guess we're not getting a corner this season either. Wow. Okay, so that's it. So we're just going to keep offering. Trying to get all these guys here. We do need a backup quarterback as well. I can't forget that. Let's go for Rohan Davey. We'll give him a 2-year or a 1. Oh, wow. Never mind, he doesn't want $2 million. Okay, we'll go 1 year, $2.4 million. I offered him more than he wanted, and he's still denied it. We don't need a halfback or a fullback. I would love to get Reggie Wayne on our squad. That would be fantastic. He's only got 82 speed, but he can catch a dang ball. Antonio Bryant. Derek Mason. Well, we're going to simulate one day and see if we can't get all these guys. We got the defensive tackle, Freeman. We got Rohan Davey, Nate Webster, Hugh Douglas, Reggie Wayne. We're still trying to get this right guard. And he is finally signing with us. Okay, so we got him. Our team salary is over $100 million, which I did not want to go over 100, but I believe once I trade away Bryant Johnson here for Chad Johnson, I think Bryant's contract is bigger than Chad Johnson's. Maybe not, but whatever. I don't want the draft pick either. We don't need a draft pick. Here's our receiving core: Randy Moss, Reggie Wayne, Sonoris Moss, Chad Johnson, and Sammy Parker. And that is just fantastic. I was thinking about trading Randy Moss away to try to get us a different safety or maybe a shutdown corner, but it's just not happening. There wasn't really a whole lot of options out there. Let's go ahead and simulate the rest of the free agents signing period. Then we'll get into the draft. I'm not really excited for this draft too much. It is our final draft, so I should be. But there's really not any like star-studded talent out there. Well, let's go ahead and do the draft anyway. Come on, let's get it. Round 1 is over. Victor McClure, the guard I was looking at, he goes raw. J.D. Runnels. Wow, Tampa Bay missed on a strong safety big time. Adam Carricker goes to Atlanta. Tony Miller to Arizona, 68 overall. And Cleveland misses on a strong safety. Tennessee misses on a tight end. They're trying to replace Frank Wycheck, who just retired. Oh my. Chicago misses big time on a tight end as well with a 60 overall. Aaron Kirkland. Larry Fitzgerald goes to Jacksonville. Oh, that sucks for us this season. They have Sean McDonald, Reggie Williams, and now Larry Fitzgerald. I am not looking forward to playing them twice a year. Man, that really sucks. Dallas misses on a strong safety. See, these safeties were just not good. Oh, that is, I think, the worst miss I've ever seen in any draft ever. San Diego goes punter, round 1, with a 21 overall. Wow. And then Seattle follows it up with a 22 overall punter. What in the heck is going on? Pittsburgh goes halfback. Maurice Stovall to the Giants. Rocky McIntosh to KC. Joseph Adai to the Rams. And no big names. Kellen Clemens goes to Green Bay, 62 overall. Quarterbacks are really hard to come by in these drafts. Kelly Jennings to Philadelphia. And that is the end of round 1, folks. Let's get into round 2. We do have some draft picks there. Let's see. Round 2, pick 21. Scouted. Let's see here. We don't have any players scouted until the 3rd round. I'm really liking Haloti Ngata right here. And I'm going to go ahead and take him. Brian Leonard is the first pick in the 2nd round. He goes to Detroit. 7 overall. We could have got him. See if we can't find any more big name players here. Another punter. 19 overall. What is going on with these punters? Marcus Vick goes to Oakland. That's a perfect fit, I think. And a punter with a 15 overall. I don't know what's happening, guys. Reggie McNeil to Jacksonville, 68 overall. Troy Williamson to the Steelers. And Haloti Ngata is a 64 overall, so it's not a terrible pick, but it's not that great either. Like I said, I'm not really excited about this draft. Leon Washington goes to New Orleans with a 70 overall. And that's it for round 2. We have round 3, pick 1. I know we don't need a halfback, but D'Angelo Williams is available here. I kind of want to get him. And I think I will. What do we have to lose? We also have round 3, pick 24. Any wide receivers available that we scouted? No. Great. Good hands. Great kick return for Derek Hagan. Above average. Amazing. Average. Good. Man, I just don't know. I think I'm going to go with Derek Hagan right here. D'Angelo Williams is a 70 overall, so we didn't miss on that one. We didn't need him, but we took him anyway. And here we see a lot of misses. This draft is just not that good, my guys. I just don't know what's happening. Keldrick Williams, Tennessee halfback, 70 overall. Of course, they go to our division rivals. Edgar Manning, 70 overall. Just a lot of players that I have no idea who they are. Not seeing any Mississippi State Bulldogs at all. Round 4, pick 24. Last players scouted here. I'm just going to go ahead and select T. Booker. Man. Not a whole lot of good players in this draft, guys. This is just a really poor draft. This is kind of like a couple years ago in real life. Yeah, I don't know any of these players. Wow. I do know Will Blackman. I saw him get drafted there in the 4th round. And we're going to go ahead and select that tight end. He's the last player scouted for us. Look at all of these terrible players. Man, I don't know if you guys have ever seen a draft this bad, but let me know in the comments below if you have. Because this is just not good. Man. Available players. Let's see. Roman Harper. Let's go with him. What do we got to lose? Aaron Francisco. Let's see. Who is this? Cameron Birch out of Florida. Good tackling. Yeah, we'll go ahead and select Birch, excuse me. Roman Harper, 67 overall, so we got a pretty good pick there. Again, just a bunch of players that I don't know. Man. Bobby Carpenter goes to the Giants with a 55 overall. Cameron Birch, 65 overall, free safety. So we got two really good picks here in the 6th round. And nobody else did. Wow. 49 overall center. All right, final round of the draft. Can't remember if this is our final pick or not, but we're just going to go ahead and select Corbin Guthrie. He runs a 4.25. What do we got to lose? Let's do it. So I don't think Mississippi State Bulldogs were drafted this season. Not any that I saw. And Corbin Guthrie, 68 overall, so we got a really good pick there. And that is going to be it for the draft. Not very good. I don't even want to sign half of these guys, so I'm not going to. But I will sign Nada. Man. Hasn't even played a down in the NFL yet and wants $1 million. I must not have enough room for players, so let's go ahead and release some people here. Get rid of Garmin, he's garbage. Get rid of Tamarcus Tyson. Kenichi Udeze, he can go away. Sam Adams, goodbye. I feel like Marcus Washington should have definitely improved a little bit more than he did last season. Because he's had a pretty good season. He had a pretty good season for us last year. 84 tackles, 3 sacks, 1 pick, 5 deflections, 2 forced fumbles. So I don't know why he did not improve at all. Alright, we're going to get rid of Route. We don't need him. Get rid of Terrence Holt. We don't need him. Alright, get back into it. Sign our draft picks. D'Angelo Williams, we'll give him $1 million just so we don't have to fight with him. Derek Hagan only has an 80 speed. I don't even want to sign him, so I don't think I'm going to. I will sign Roman Harper because we do need some safety help here. .98 speed for Corbin Guthrie. I will be plugging him in to fill in for Terry Fair, who is no longer with us. So he will be the kick returner now. I know it said terrible on a scouting report, but I just don't care. What is the catching here for Hagan? 79. Yeah, I'll give him a shot in the preseason. But I am not signing these guys. Not a chance. Not a chance. So that is it for the draft pick signings for our final season for our Texans franchise. I hope you guys have enjoyed the imported draft classes. I think it's kind of cool that this one just wasn't that great, you know, because not every season in the NFL are you going to have a draft that is just completely loaded with Hall of Fame talent, or at least Pro Bowl caliber players. So I think it's pretty cool. It didn't really help us out too much because we were trying to get some safety help, but it's alright, I'll deal with it. Take a look here at the depth chart. This is just for the preseason, so don't look too much into it here, guys. Fullback, wide receivers. Now, obviously, chart will look different for the regular season. Will Smith, 77 overall. I think we might switch to a 4-3 defense again this season, guys. Let me know what you think about that, because I'd really like to plug in Hugh Douglas at defensive tackle. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do here. There we go. That is perfect. Outside linebacker. So I'd say our outside linebackers and our defensive ends, besides Hugh Douglas, are our weak spots. And we are not going to be moving Jamie Henderson. He'll be our fourth corner, because I really like Roniel Whitaker in that nickel spot. Free safety, Roman Harper will be the backup there, and Birch will be third. Strong safety, obviously, Sean Taylor, and we'll put Birch as his backup. Pace up to an 83 overall. I don't know how after that just completely awful season last year. It felt like he missed 100 kicks, but he only missed 5. He did miss one in the playoffs, though. So. Corbin, where are you? 12 overall. I don't care. We're doing it. Okay. Let's go ahead and start Season 5, our final season of our Houston Texans franchise. I do want to go ahead and take on some specific teams here. I want to take on the Niners just to see what they're doing with Teo Johnson, the 6'7" wide receiver. They got him running the ball, returning kicks. He's on defense. I just want to see what's going on there. And let's see, who else do we want to take on? Who have we not faced? Let's take on the Falcons. And we'll take on the Redskins. Have we played the Vikings? Yeah, we have. We played all those teams. Not sure who else I want to face here. Chargers, Chiefs, Raiders. I want to play somebody that we don't really play too often. How about the Bengals? I think we've only played them maybe 1 or 2 times. Maybe just once. But that is it. That is going to do it for this video, guys. That was the end of Season 4. Our next video, I will see you. I don't know if I'll be doing the preseason games. I think I'm just going to simulate those, see how guys do. So most likely the next video, I will see you guys with Season 5, Game 1. And then after that, the next day, we will have Game 1 of Season 5 of our Mississippi State Bulldogs dynasty. I look forward to it, guys. I will see you next Monday and Tuesday with the Texans and the Bulldogs. Take it easy, guys.